Hi, and welcome to Crafting Unscripted at Katherine Learns Stuff. So here we are again today. It is, I don't know, Thursday. And it's just about lunchtime or after lunchtime, and we're going to do our Crafting Unscripted again today. So I hope everyone's had a good week. I want to thank everyone who watched last week's videos. So that's really encouraging. The numbers are going up, so that's good. And also, if you haven't seen my YouTube page this week, I've put up 3 new videos, so if you have a chance, be sure to check those out. They're kind of, some are new post videos and some are videos from like a while ago that I have blog posts on my blog that I never got around to finishing editing, so you can catch those. Those are up and running. I'm just trying to go through a bunch of stuff now, and I've come up with a plan to hopefully work better and more efficiently so that I've got stuff coming up every week on the blog for the blog itself and for new videos. And if all works well, in like a week or two, if everything stays on plan, then it's going to be like the same blog post and the same video coming out every week. But right now it's kind of a hodgepodge of everything. I'm just trying to like catch up and make the system work. So bear with me as things are a bit wonky, but we'll get there. And also, if you haven't gotten your free tickets yet, starting on Monday the 27th to the 30th of January, I am participating in the Home Decor Crafters Summit. You can get tickets to that, free tickets, in the description below, in the comment of the video, so make sure to sign up for that. And if you want to get VIP tickets, so you can get access to that right away, those are available as well. After you sign up for the free tickets, it'll take you to a link to get VIP tickets, so you can start watching that stuff right away. But that's enough sort of housekeeping stuff. Let's start talking about crafting. So last week we did some crafts. We did glue and glitter, and if you remember, there was a lot of glitter. There is still a lot of glitter all over my house. It's now in the kitchen and in the bedrooms, and I don't know how, but it's like in the sheets, and I've washed the sheets and I've changed the sheets, and there's still glitter everywhere. So there was a lot of glitter everywhere, but that's okay. And so we are going to just switch views here. So last week we did I want to just go over this with you because this glue needed time to dry. And sort of one of the things that I really wanted to do was these like glitter on things, on glue, because if you make designs with this and the glue actually retains its shape, then you're actually able to use this for like designing cards or pictures and stuff, and then you can use glue and glitter to make the nice designs. Some glues kind of fall flat and then it all kind of turns out wonky. So just to give everyone a visual here, so this is the Barely Art glue, and it's really holding up. It's been a week and it's still got its shape, so it's not going to dry much more than that. The thinner glitter worked a lot better than the thick glitter, although that's kind of cool too. And then this Elmer's glue, which was supposed to be like the bee's knees of this glitter glue combo, it's okay. Like, it's shrunk down in spots. If I possibly had a better tip, it would have possibly held on better and had a better shape. And of course, ideally, I'm not going to be making smiley faces on cards, but you never know, right? Why not? Okay, so that's enough glitter. We're going to put this away and continue to find glitter all over my house for the next few weeks. So this week what I've done is, I haven't done it yet, but I use a lot of cards at my house because I've got kids and they go to birthday parties and birthday parties and birthday parties, and they've cleaned out my stash of cards, and I always make more cards because I don't want to buy cards, right? I can make them really easily. And so today we're going to make a whole bunch of cards really quickly, and I'm going to show you how. So something that I can't show you right now on my computer because I had to change my setup and I don't have my big monitors here, but I quickly went onto Canva and I printed off, I found like birthday, I wrote birthday in the search menu and made an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I plugged in these free designs, and I got a thank you one here and some more. And I just printed these off on my printer, and this is just standard printer paper. I need to get thicker paper, but this works for kids' birthday cards, and it also works fine for just regular cards for like adults and stuff, because once we're done with this, this is going to look pretty sleek. So we've got a bunch of these printed off. I spent like 5 minutes on this beforehand because I can't get my monitor to show you Canva right now because I haven't set it up. I have it set up a little bit differently, and so that didn't work. So I had to print these off beforehand. So sorry for cheating on this craft. So we've got this, and then I buy these like packs of paper at the dollar store, and they're perfect for cards. It's not a standard size at all. These are like 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. It's a really weird size, but that doesn't matter because all we're doing is folding it. And I've got a pack of multicolors. So this pack here has like purple and blue and white and green and pink and sorry, and then I've got a pack of just white. But for now we're just going to work with these colors because we don't need to make too many cards. Like, we're going to make a lot of cards anyways, let's not kid ourselves. But the idea is that we're just making a lot of cards quickly. So I'm going to, since I'm making all these cards, because I have a lot of birthdays coming up this weekend and up in the future, but the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take these things and we're just going to fold them in half. It doesn't matter that this is an off size. Two reasons. First of all, it's for, these ones are specifically for kids' birthdays, and half the time my kids don't want envelopes anyways, because they just want to like give the card as a gift sort of thing, like make it look all fancy, whatever. Secondly, if you really are like picky about having envelopes and that are perfect size, you can make an envelope very easily, not in today's craft. But all we're going to do with these ones is we've got 1,000 of these pieces of paper. We're just going to fold them. And I'm using my hands. I'm not measuring this. I've tried measuring in the past, but what happens is that the edge is off or my line isn't perfectly straight. And so we end up with like weirdness. And now these cards, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can show this to you. But they have a little bit of a texture on one side and they're flat on the other side. So depending on which way you want it to be, make sure you're folding the cards that way. I'm going to try to fold it with the outside a little bit textured. The first one I did wrong, but that's okay. So while I'm folding these cards in top speed, this is a really simple craft. Like, I can do a whole bunch of cards. We're going to do a whole bunch of cards here in 30 minutes. And I'm going to have some cards that'll last in my bin for a while. But it's nice because you can get a free design, or you don't even need a free design. And I'll show you some ways that while we're doing this, of things that we can do. So like if you don't have a printer, you're able to do this without a printer. All you need is paper and some tape. And so that's what we're going to do. Now, like with these cards that are, this is actually purple. I'm not sure why it's showing up as like a weird navy blue. But the cards that are darker, if you want to, later on, you can cut out like a little square to put your sentiment inside, or you can just leave it like this and use like a dark black pen to make sure that you have a nice sentiment in there. All right, we're almost done folding these cards. Is this one or two? Anyways, so, it's running away. So now we've got a bunch of cards folded. Perfect. Craft, 5% done. And it made it into the garbage can this time. Good. All right. I'm going to take a break here for my tea. And I apologize that I'm drinking tea, but I'm still sick from like a few weeks ago. I've still got something stuck in my throat. But also, I work in the basement because that's where my workshop is. And it's cold down here. It's been like freezing cold outside this last week. And it's warmer outside now. It's only minus 11 Celsius today, which is like warm in comparison to the minus 20 we've had for the last few days. So that's a nice little change. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly cut these out. So I like to use my paper cutter because it can do nice, quick, fast, straight lines. And my cutting skills with scissors are, I'm going to be honest with you, terrible. So we're just going to snip this through here quickly, and hopefully I've spaced these far enough when I was setting this up. And I'm just leaving a little bit of white around all of these because they're going to go onto another card. Just turn the bottom of this one off here. So I've got a bunch here. And this one here is like, I don't know, I thought it was going to look better, but we'll see if I use it or not. I'm not sure I'm going to be in love with that one, but that's okay. And so we're going to quickly put this all through here. And also, paper cutters are way faster than scissors. And I tried to, when I was placing these on the design, to keep them like off to the side so that they would be centered and I could cut down the center. So far we're making this work. And these cards, I think at the end of the day, are going to cost me like, I don't know, maybe like $3 for a whole bunch of cards. Not including all the cards that I've already made with this before. But today I'm doing like a whole batch of cards because I just don't have... Sometimes I do like one-offs because I'm in a hurry and I need to get like one card for an event. But today we're doing a whole bunch because because we have a need for a whole bunch of cards. Okay, next, so we've got all of our sentiments. I'm not sure about this one here. Got a whole pile of sentiments. And we're gonna use glue and double-sided foam tape to put this on. So next, before we do anything, I want to just go over something here that you can do. And we're gonna do this on some of them, but not all of them, because it just depends on how we're feeling. So I've got, again, from the dollar store, because that's where I like to hang out, I got these like washi tapes. These are like thin paper ones, and I've got like some fancy glitter ones. I thought there was more of these ones. I must have lost them, but they're all kind of like shiny, and these ones are matte. And so what we're going to do on some of these cards is we're going to just like make lines with the washi tape. But before we do that, I'm going to just try to match up some of these cards with the designs so that we can make sure that we're not overdoing it, because I like to overdo things. That's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. Oh, that's not good. I gotta cut this much here. It's a little bit too much here. Just a smidgen more. Okay, that's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. Just a little balloon right there. I don't think I have enough cards for all of this stuff. I might need to fold some more cards afterwards. That looks good there. I like this thank you on blue. We're gonna put the cake on white. Happy birthday here. And happy birthday here. Okay, so I need to make a few more cards later, but I've got the sentiments ready. We're not gonna fold any more right now. We're just gonna keep moving. I'm gonna put my paper cutter. So I've tried to cut these like almost good the first time, but some of them need a trim. So we're just going to, there. Okay, so that's good for now. So we've got 1,000 cards. So the next thing, each card has like a base with it, so we're good with that. And the next thing that I want to do is, I don't particularly like the way that this looks. Like, oh, this is a bad example because it's white on white. But we've got this white paper and the pink. And it looks nice, but what I'm actually going to try to do is I'm going to get some of my scrap paper and I'm going to put like an accent piece around this so it kind of pops a little bit more. And fortunately, I have a bin full of scrap paper. I have way too much scrap paper. And so I always tell myself I need to use the scrap paper before I start using new paper, because I end up like just filling the box with more and more paper and I never use that paper. But the cool thing about this is what we can do, I'm just gonna open my box of scrap paper here. Try not to jar my cameras too much. You don't need to, let me just pull out a piece of paper. This is just an example. This might not be the paper that I use. You don't need to do it like a square on a square, right? You can just do like a line or whatever. And I actually think I might use this color because it looks kind of good on my paper cutter. And so the nice thing is we don't need to be perfect with our cuts, but we're just trying to use up some of our surplus paper here because I got way too much. And I'm just going to end up making more smaller pieces. So that's going to look like that. So I think that's pretty good. So one card is ready to be glued. Next we've got this card. That goes back in my scrap box and that goes in the garbage. This might look good here. That's going to go here. So if you have too much scrap paper, this might be the craft for you. Because everyone has lots of scrap paper. I always feel bad about throwing scrap paper in the garbage because, like, could I use it one day? Could I not use it one day? It's like that wood in my garage that's may or may not be used for something one day. Now I'm not doing these like super fancy, but I'm going to try to do one or two that are a little bit different. Will that go? see. I don't like that color combo, so that's not a good one. No. What do we got here? We got lots of paper. And lots of colors. I think this thank you, I'm just going to do blank like that. I'm going to do, what do I got? I got some purple here. That will go good with this. Now, if you know me at all, if you've been paying attention to my blog or my crafts over the years, you know that my color coordination, combination, my ability to work with colors is like laughable. But I want to say, I think, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but I think over time I'm slowly starting to get better at picking out colors. And I say this only because I have a friend who helps me with colors. Whenever I'm stuck on a color, I say to my friend, I say, hey buddy, can you help me with the color? And the other day she said, I messaged her and I said, which one looks better? And I picked the right color. I was so excited about that. It was great because, you know, you have to learn stuff, right? And I like to learn stuff. And so I've sort of, no, I don't want to say sort of, I'm slowly learning colors better. Which is a bonus for me because I'm not very good with colors. And I'm doing a lot of girl colors here. Sorry for pulling that off the side there. I'm doing a lot of girl colors because I've got girls and girls go to girls' birthday parties. And so it's a predominantly girl thing right now. There are boy birthday parties and I've got a few blues, but it's mostly pinks and purples and girly colors. So I apologize if you don't like my pinks, but we got pinks going on here right now at the house. Okay, got that. Let's see, what other colors do we got here? Yellow. Maybe this yellow will work. Maybe this one. Woo! Yeah, I think that'll look nicely there. And this one I'm going to actually do, no, I'm just going to do a square. We're going to keep it simple. We're just going to keep it simple and do a square for now. This one's supposed to be a little bit askew, and I don't think I cut it the right way, but nobody will know that. I'm sure as a crafter you have the same problem as me, is where you want everything to be perfect, and then you will notice that it's not perfect. Nobody else will. Nobody else cares. But I care when I do my crafts and they don't turn out perfect. Or just like when I do a project or anything, if it doesn't turn out perfect, I actually take it personally. I'm like, what? That's like unacceptable. And so I really want things to be nice and pretty and perfect, and I think that's going to be good. And this one here maybe. Oh, this is what we're going to do with this one. So do we got a yellow? Here, what colors do we got? I like this yellow. Yellow is nice and bright. And so, let's see what we got. There's no yellows in here. And we got this. It's not going to work. Let's see if I got any more yellow paper. Some more scrap yellow paper. Of course we do. We've always got scrap paper. That's just barely making it. That's okay. We'll make this work. Use this side here. Move this bit here. My fancy nail marking technique to get things to the size that I want. Okay. Now I'm just eyeballing all this. One's going to go like this. It's going to be like a little, like that. That's going to look cute. Okay, and now this is salvaged and that's garbage. We have a few more cards here. 3 more birthdays. What do we got? No. Purples and blues. Let's see what I got here. Green. Oh, that green will go with purple, I think. Now, the one nice thing about doing this right now in the afternoon is that on Saturday morning, when I'm supposed to be, this is not the straight side, when I'm supposed to be sleeping in until 7:15 instead of waking up at 7, I won't have to wake up at 7 and make cards in a mad panic. So that's kind of a nice thing. And so I apologize if some of my cutting is off screen, but I mean, let's be honest, you know how to use a paper cutter, right? I clearly don't, because I'm struggling here all of a sudden. Let's try this again. Wow, Catherine. Maybe too much caffeine today. All right, that's nice. I like purple and green together. They look kind of nice. So 2 more blues. Let's see if we can get our blues going here. So I got let's do blue, 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 right? Why not? So I always have these like little leftover pieces and I feel bad throwing them out, but like something's got to go, right? You can't keep every single piece of scrap paper. Although based off of the fact that my box just keeps overflowing with scrap paper, I might need to take my own advice and actually start throwing some of it out because we're doing something with it. All right. I'm just going to maybe there. Okay. And last color coordination here, folks. Blue. And purple. I think I already tried purple. Like that. Dark purple. Yes, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a dark purple line right through here. Just through the center. And that one's going to go like that. Okay, so let me just put some of this junk away. Throw more stuff on my floor. Alright, so the nice thing I've done here a while ago, it's been a bit of time now, but I redid my whole workstation and I've got everything like right under me here at the desk, and it's fantastic. So if I ever get around to it, maybe I will, because I'm on a mission right now to do all these like old videos. I have a video of how I redid my workspace, and I've got like this IKEA desk thing here with 1,000 cubbies underneath, and it's fantastic. Everything fits perfectly. Okay, so now pile of cards, glue, and double-sided foam tape. I'm not going to start with this one first because this one is going to be a pain for me. I'm pretty sure we're just going to throw that into the bottom for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do with a bunch of these, it's going to be glue the paper on. So this is going to be glued on here, and then this is going to be double-sided foam taped down. So we're going to work this like super fast so that we have a billion cards done quickly. And my glue is stuck again. Stupid glue. I really need to get a better pin for my glue because it's making my glue come out like black at the beginning, which is not good when you're using white paper. And since I'm using just like regular white paper, not using like thick white paper like cardstock, this might show up. But again, this is for birthday cards for my kids' friends, so if they're not 100% perfect, whatevs. Okay, that's there. 1, 2, scissors, 3, 4. And I'm going to recommend, before you like put things onto the card, you make sure that you know which way the card is opening. Because, you know, doing like cards upside down, that's fine, I guess, if that's the way that you like to to do things, but I like to have my cards the right way, so we want to make sure that it opens the right way before we put it down the wrong way. And just eyeballing it, one card, done. Okay, now we're going to continue this for the next few. And since we're doing this live, I'm sorry I cannot fast forward this. But if I can figure out how to do it in the videos later, I can make chapters and fast forward this for you. And look, there's some glitter from last week's craft. Just got all over my hands again. So there's always hope for us to do more glitter later. Or just have it incorporated with everything that we do. Now I bought this foam tape like 4 years ago. And it does not end. It's like a never-ending supply of foam tape. And I thought to myself when I bought this, because it was a lot. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I thought it was a lot at the time, and I was like, do I need that much foam tape? But it was kind of like the smallest quantity available. I still have so much foam tape left. It's not funny. And so, if you want to have a whole bunch of double-sided foam tape that will last you forever and ever, this is the stuff. I will leave a link for it below in the description of the video. Once I'm done here, there's another card finished. And now this one is not going to have double-sided foam tape. This is going to go like this. So we're just going to glue this down. Right across the center here. And since we're eyeballing everything, it may or may not be in the center. Now normally this glue dries clear, but since I'm guessing it's still got a little bit of brownness into it, because it's what it seems to be happening when I'm pulling this out. If I have to move this around after I put it down, it's not going to be totally clear. Okay, another card done. So there. Now I was hoping to use my washi tape on some of these, but I don't think the design's going to work with that. But that's okay, because we've still got, oh, we're running out of time here, folks. But that's okay. This video can go a little bit longer. No one's going to complain, I guess, right? So, but the 30-minute cards didn't work, but that's okay. We've got a bunch of cards already, and we've been at about the 30 minutes, and I've been yapping about like other stuff too. So not totally bad. And then taking this foam tape, the double side, is always more difficult than it should be, but that's okay. And so I've tried using like a pick thing, like a weeding tool for pulling off the foam tape, and I always find that it does not work. It doesn't work for me. I don't like the way that it comes out. I can't grab onto it. It just isn't like, no, it's not my jam. So I have to use my fingers, and it doesn't always work. But that's okay. Everyone, we should celebrate. I finished a piece of double-sided foam tape. It's only taken me several thousand cards to get there. So that's good. We're all excited about this over here. I'm particularly happy because it's one less half-finished piece. But don't worry, we'll have a whole other half one here ready for us for next time, because I'm not going to get through all of these little bits and pieces. Now, in theory, if I planned my craft space properly, I'd have like a little garbage can right here, but then I'd kick it every time I stand up. So when I do this part of crafting, it's always a big mess on the, oh, this one's got to go this way. Let's not mess that up. So we need to make sure everything lines up nicely here. Now the more you like glue things and do double-sided tape and like try aligning, I don't know where that came from. The more you try to like align stuff, the better you'll get at actually making straight lines and getting it all to work out. So that's something to keep in mind for if you're like, oh, but it's not perfectly straight. It will be better over time. Trust me, it gets better. You get better the more you practice. And with the straightness of cards, as OCD as I am about having my crafts being perfect, I am okay if they are not perfect. because let's be honest, not everything can be perfect in life. Look, more glitter. Glitter everywhere. Okay, this thank you one. You know what? This is, ooh, that's some hair elastic. This thank you one, I'm going to put some, so this is the one this is what we're doing here. Bear with me. So we're going to put some washi tape. I got some silver here. And I'm going to put this down like this. And I'm going to do straight lines here with the washi tape. It's glitter everywhere, man. Now I'm going to put the washi tape, oops, over the edges here, because I'm going to cut that off in a second so that I can get like some straight lines. I'm just putting 2 lines of washi tape here, but you can do a whole bunch. And that's going to go like that. I like it. So we're just going to glue this on. Now this would be, obviously with this thank you one, it would be better if it was like thick cardstock, like, you know, 30, 60 pound, like the stuff that I normally use for my crafts. But I don't have any of that in white right now. And I find that my printer likes to be a little bit of a pain when I try to do thicker cardstock for printing. Like, it prints nicely, it just doesn't, sometimes it smudges. And I didn't have, all right. I need sharper scissors for this activity. So I've got 2 pairs of scissors. I got the one pair that's like the everyday use that my kids come down here and rummage through my drawers. They get to use the everyday ones, which is what I use most of the time, but this tape was not working, so this has to go away. So now, what I've done with this card is I've just put some washi tape on there, and it's kind of got like a sparkle to it, right? And it's not a huge like addition or anything, but it just makes it cute. 3 more to go, and we're done. So we're just a little bit behind schedule here. So I'm sorry about that, but hopefully we can like make it through. This one I'm going to put sideways as well. Tape it up. Add some depth to my cards. So I like it when the cards pop a little bit more. It makes it feel like they're a little bit less homemade. Just a little bit of something, right? So ooh, that doesn't belong there. Got little like bits of stuff floating all over the place. I'm getting stuck here, folks. Everything's sticking where it's not supposed to. Now I'm not going to drink from my tea anymore because I think half of my garbage is sticking to my cup, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of it has actually like gotten into the cup. Okay, there's another card. 2 more. We're getting close. So it took a little bit more than half an hour. And this is what's going on with my glue here. Now these are all simple cards, and that's kind of the idea, right? Because they don't need to be super crazy. You can make super crazy, like elaborate cards. I do a lot of that. I have like a bunch of cards like that in my blog, and I've got a bunch of cards like that in the summits that I do. But like for everyday cards, just for like general one-offs, these are nice and easy to do, and they're inexpensive, which is like a bonus because I mean money's tight for everyone, right? So little inexpensive cards, and they look nice. And just gonna drop this in the center here. Another card done, and this one's just glue straight through. I think I need to clean the tip on my glue because something is not working here. I'm not sure why. And make that look kind of like a gift. And then that's gonna go into there. And now my kids are going to have a whole bunch of cards to choose from for the next little bit. And this should hopefully get us through January, but January like is 600 days long, so we'll see how that goes. All right, done. So let's see, we got, let's say 40 minutes roughly. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in 40 minutes. So like, you know, 4 cards a minute, or 4 minutes a card. So that's not too bad. So that's it for today's craft. I've got all my cards, yay, so I'm good for the weekend and a little bit more maybe. But hopefully that's taught you something to do. It's a different craft to figure out and work with. So if you've watched the video live, make sure you leave a comment below or give me a like if you liked it. If you're watching the replay, also give it a like, give it a comment. If you do cards like this, give me some ideas on how else we can make them better. I was actually thinking there would be more of the ones with washi tape today, but this sort of simpleness got carried away with me, so that's kind of what we ended up with. Don't forget, check out my website, katherinelearnstuff.com. I've got a shop there where I've got my designs for sale. I've also got some of my past projects, some of my past summits up there as well. And also right now I do have free tickets listed in the link below for the home decor summit that is happening on starting Monday. It's a free summit that's going on for 3 days. So the 27th, 28th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. So 4 days. A little bit of a brain fart there. So get free tickets for that if you want. The link is below in the description. And that's it for now. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed crafting Unscripted, and happy crafting. We'll see you next week.